Hiya, it's Mochi, and welcome back to our series playthrough of Monster Harvest. And we did do a decent amount of stuff in this episode. Well, we actually went into the dungeon a lot today, and we had a very unfortunate, spawn generation in the dungeon, with our resources. So that was so bad for us because we needed a lot of the mythic ore for what I wanted to do today, and I ended up having to do something that I wasn't quite ready for, but I did come prepared, so we did pretty okay. And as you can see, all the crops are watered because of the pipes that we put down. So we don't have to worry about that anymore. We do want to come in here and feed our little cow buddy so he doesn't go hungry. I'm not really sure if you need to interact with them every day, but I just tend to do it just to be safe. And this is what we're going to aim for today because there's something very important that I want to do in this episode. And unfortunately, we do not get to accomplish that in this episode. I'm gonna have to do that tomorrow. It's very sad because I wanted to have this ready for tomorrow's episode because it's going to help us with traveling faster. And I was so sad by the end of it because we were not able to quite get it done. Yeah. It's so unfortunate. But just gotta do our daily rounds for now before we go into the dungeon. So, we gotta go up to the top now to just check to see if there's any slimes, of course, and to collect all the foraging items. There's Hydra, my favorite character. And I'm checking to see where the next event is. It's still in 2 days, so we have 2 days worth of dungeons to do. Because when the events come, you cannot go into the dungeon. If you go there at night, he tells you that the dungeon is closed on events, and you basically just wasted your time going up there. I found that out the hard way on my own playthrough. And then I was like, oh, come on, really? I came all the way up here, and now I can't even go in. That was a waste of my time, and I wish I had known that earlier. So if you ever get this game and there's an event going on, do not go up to the dungeon at night because you cannot go in there. It is very annoying, but I guess it kind of makes sense. Of course, Glowfin goes and walks up the river stream when I'm trying to walk across the bridge. I do get that little item that was there, the little moon thing. And we only get one slime from that because I was too close to it to do the double swipe. And of course, I am checking very closely behind the trees because of my last freaking mistake with the dang blue flowers. I'm never going to live that down. And I end up making another mistake in this video. And while I was editing it, I was like, no, don't do it. I see that. No, don't do it. And then I do it anyways. And then I screamed at myself for it. That's the second time that I've done this exact same thing. And then this guy is in the way of me getting the flower. So I quite literally have to push this guy out of my way to get this foraging item. I literally quite have to push him away to get this item. And it's just annoying. I love the fact that you can push them away to pick up the item, but that's the only way you can get them is by moving them manually. So before we head home, I do want to stop by the medic area and get a couple of potions. Because we are going into the dungeon, and since we are going to level 3, it's a lot more dangerous for our little dudes. So I'm going to buy 2 of them because we don't have a super high amount of money right now. So we do need to keep an eye on that, especially if we want to buy the stable. I need to sell the flowers we picked up now before I forget. I'm not selling the red slimes anymore, like I believe I said in the last video, because, oh yeah, these items, the pickler, the jam machine, and the artisanal refiner, I think that's how you said that word, I'm not really sure. But these 3 items we're going to be working on getting. See, we have a decent amount of iron and gold right now, but for the amount of these items that we are going to be making, we are going to need a lot more. I do need to put the red slime up though, so we have a bit more inventory space. And we're just gonna sleep now and go to the dungeon. But those items that I mentioned are going to be very handy for making money, and I do believe that the items made from the pickler and the jam machine, I don't know if they recover more stamina, but they do also recover stamina. I don't know if it means more stamina though. I'll have to find that out either in my own playthrough or when we make it through that, or make the items with those. But if it does recover more stamina, that's going to be really beneficial to us. I don't cut out the travel to the dungeon this time, but later on in the video, I do end up cutting out the travel back home because it's just a lot less for me to have to record, because traveling to and from the dungeon takes at least 2 of the Switch timed recordings, and the Switch recordings can only hold up to 100 videos of one game. So I would have to send a certain amount to my phone just to be able to record the rest of the time that I need. And there's an enemy in here, so we need to knock this guy out. I did use poison on this guy to whittle it down, but it didn't catch that in the footage. I think I swap here for Branger because Radicross gained a level. And I'm going to try and focus on a lot of mining because we have a lot of stamina recovery items. And as we're fighting the mobs that are the enemies, they're not, I don't know if they would be counted as mobs or just enemies in this game, but they technically say you've encountered an enemy, I do believe, when you enter a battle. But when you kill an enemy that is not a planimal that you can make, they always drop a stamina recovery item. So the rats, the slimes, the bosses, they always drop a stamina recovery item that replenish 50 stamina. So those are going to be, I ended up mining rocks on accident, though I end up regretting my decision of throwing those away. You'll find out what I mean at the end of this video. But the stamina recovery items become very, very much of need in this video today. There's no enemies in this room, and there's only really one crystal. And there's a ranger in here, which isn't really that good. They don't give a lot of XP, and they don't drop any like stamina recovery. They do drop seeds, which is better in the long run, because the seeds give us crops, and the crops give more stamina. So it's better in that regard, but the plants do take a while to grow. So, I mean, I could always like use the crystals to make the green slimes to speed them up, but then I'm wasting a lot of resources for the green slimes, and I'm just not using them properly. Because we need those green slimes for very specific reasons. And I did not know that guy did double damage on me. I think that is the mutilate move that he has. The one that I never use on my guy because it misses a lot. I think do we end up missing an attack on this guy, or is this a different, or is it a different guy that yeah, we end up missing our attack to kill this guy. And then we finally kill it with another drain. But we take extra damage just because we missed that attack, which is very unfortunate. I do want to mine up all the ores in here while I can, though. But I missed mining the gold ore like 4 times there. Over exaggeration, but still. Okay, you see how there was an extra room to go down? Yeah, I was stupid and didn't go down into that extra room and went past on to level 2. And I didn't notice until after I was editing the video. I very well screamed at myself while I was editing. You can scream at me too, you have every right. Oh, I was so mad at myself when I saw that. I was like, no, don't do it. And then I did it, and I was like, "Urgh!" Oh, I was so mad. I was like, ain't no way I did that for a second time. I did it in the last video, and now I did it in this video. Ugh, it's so frustrating. And then, I don't even know if we got a level off that guy. I don't think we got a level off that boss with our Ranger. Oh, and our inventory is full. This is to pick up that titanium. This is where I throw the rocks away. I clicking the freaking start button instead of the minus button. This is where we throw our rocks away. I should have thrown the wood away because I can get plenty of wood back at the base and anywhere around town. And I should have kept the rocks for one reason and one reason only, and you'll find it at the end of the video. And I very heavily regret my decision, and I don't know if the rocks respawn around the town. And I missed my attack and almost died of this thing because my attack missed, and So So I just go into my glowfin because I know it can kill it. And it glitches showing glowfin at level 11 and not level 12. It's so weird. I do switch my Mega Glowfin up though. It was a Mega Glowfin, not a regular Glowfin. I gotta say that correctly. I do want to mine up a lot of titanium. No, we're not going to be using it for pipes. We're just going to be directly selling it because titanium sells for a lot of money. It's a great way to start earning money after you've done what you could with the pipes, because we are now max level. The pipes is really the only thing titanium is used to make, I do believe. Because we will only be making pipes with titanium. There's nothing else we really need to make with titanium. And right now our farm is a pretty decent size. I don't think we really need to expand on it right now. So I'm not going to be needing the titanium for anything else other than making some money off of it. So that's why I'm grabbing as much of it as I think I need right now. So I know I said the same 2 words right now about 50 million times in that one sentence. I apologize for that. And then I get stuck here because I don't see the gold is in the way. So once I realize that, I end up mining it. I do get to the point to where I notice that I'm kind of getting low on food at some point in this dungeon. And we find a slime room, which is really good. I do think I end up getting a couple of double swipes in this. Yeah, I get that one, and I think I get this other red one as a double swipe. Oh no, I just get the one double swipe. But I end up running pretty low on food at some point, and I have to settle on how much titanium and gold and quartz I want to mine. So I figure out a number I want to stop to, and I get to that point, and then I don't mine anymore unless I'm mining mythic ore or I'm mining the crystals. I do, however, need to set up my inventory soon so I can see all the ores that I need to see. I do easily kill this guy with Rally Rage attack. The Rally Rage attack is so good. I do swap for my Radicross up front just so it can get in a level as well. I'm trying to keep my levels really balanced so everyone is up to par with each other, because I don't want to have anyone over leveled. And this is where I sort out my inventory just so I can see all the ores that I need to. So I put my gold and my titanium up, and my what was it called? I think I already forgot. Silver, or I don't even know. I've always called it silver, but whatever that's called, that was already at the bottom. So I think I came to the number of, I was gonna stop at like 20 gold, 30 silver, and like 50 titanium, or 40 titanium. I think it was 40 titanium, and then I ended up getting more titanium through beating bosses, so I went up to 50, something like that. I don't know what I was checking there. I can't even remember. This is literally just a mining room, so I grab what I can. Grab what's available in here. The mining rooms are good, but some of them are really bad because they'll have, like, almost nothing in them. Like, this had very, very few items in it. I do end up with 41 titanium because I mine one more than I need to, so I stop it there. And that's the boss room, so I need to go back and explore the rest of the dungeon. I did get lucky and not immediately encounter the boss. And you know how I'm always like, don't get too far ahead of yourself. You'll have to go back and revisit all the rooms. Well, I immediately went in one direction and didn't go back to any of the other rooms. And I had to walk all the way back. I was tempted to just, like, not record me going all the way back to the other side of the dungeon. But then I was like, well, if they want to see me suffer, I'm pretty sure they'd enjoy it. And just make it fun. Radicross doesn't quite gain a level, but he's also pretty low on health, so I think the next battle, I do end up shifting him out to someone else who can beat the enemy. And there's 2 other rooms up here. I don't remember what's in them, though. Okay, so, oh, there's another room up top. There is a fire snake in here. And it hits me first, because I didn't swipe fast enough. And I put Branger up front? I didn't even notice that. Maybe Radicross did gain a level? And this guy is doing a lot of damage to me. Because he's level 9. So I do neutralize its attacks, and it heals itself, so I get a free heal. Oh no, I end up switching to Radicross. Okay. It just cut that part out of the video. So Radicross does gain a level from that. And I do switch to, who do I switch to? Branger, yeah. Because Branger is also kind of low on health now, so he needs to gain a level so he can fully be healed. I don't know why, but I always like seeing my little Glowfin out behind me. I just think it's one of the cutest little guys. I think Glowfin will always be a member on my team, even when, like, the new seasons come, because Glowfin is just such a good, like, fighter, especially with that, like, the rally rage damage that it does. I end up having to mine the titanium because there's no other way to get around to mine the crystals. Like, the rock on the other side was also blocking the entrance. And then I'm just stupid and realize that I can walk around the bottom. Okay, never mind. Scratch that. And this is just the mining room as well, with 1 crystal. And I did hit 20 gold and 30 silver. It's iron. That's what it is. I just now thought of it. So I got 30 iron and 20 gold. And I now have 42 freaking titanium, because I guess I just didn't realize the bottom you could walk through and get the crystals. And I just realized it last second, I guess. I don't know. My brain just didn't comprehend. And I get stuck on the freaking ledge of the water there. I think I didn't swipe fast. Okay, I did swipe fast enough. And then I immediately switched to Mega Glowfin, because I know this thing can KO it. Because it's only got 45 health, and the Rally Rage attack does 46. And then, of course, it cuts it out. Okay. That's a nice game. Thank you. Now, this is where we go on to level 3. And I really mine more titanium. I didn't know that. I think I mine up to 50 here. Yeah, I do mine up to 50. Yeah, I do. And then I regain a bit of stamina. But you'll see what I mean in level 3 by we got terrible terrain generation. And what I mean by this is with the mythic ore. I just switched to Mega Glowfin because this thing can KO it. And it misses its attack, which is really good for us. Does it cut it out? It cuts it out. Well, that's fantastic. Thank you, game. See, there's no mythic ore in this area. I do swap my Mega Glowfin out. There's no mythic ore in this area, which I was vigorously looking for, just to be safe. And I don't think there's any mythic ore in this room either, which is so bad for us. Because we need that mythic ore for a lot of things. We need it for all the super slimes. We need it for all of our tool upgrades. And there's no mythic ore in this room either. Do you catch what I'm saying now? This was our bad terrain generation for the dungeon. We had very little mythic ore spawn in. I think we had like maybe 3 or 4 spawn in max. And I end up forgetting to swap my Glowfin out for this battle. And I have to swap immediately just to try and get someone else some levels. And this thing does like a lot of damage to me. It does that double damage. So I just heal and let the poison kill it. And I do end up switching Radicross up front. So, taking all the crystals. I don't even remember if there was a mythic ore in this room. It doesn't look like it. No mythic ore. This is 4 rooms now with no mythic ore. I don't know how many rooms there are in a dungeon, or if it's randomized how many rooms there are in each dungeon. And then I go back just to make sure I'm not crazy and just missing some somewhere. And I wasn't. There was just none. And there's 1 in here. I found 1 mythic ore out of 5 rooms. And then this dude does a lot of damage to us, so we have to switch immediately. So I just go to Branger because he needs a level now. And I just hit this thing as hard as I can, and the poison kills it, which is great. And Radicross, unfortunately, does not gain a level. So I'm kind of forced to use a potion here. We finally get a mythic ore on the 5th room that we go to. And, ugh. That is not very cool. Getting 1 mythic ore so far out of the dungeon. And we immediately get attacked by this guy. He was camping at the door, and I have to switch because I know this guy can kill me in 1 hit. So the only thing I know that can withstand a rally rage attack is my Mega Glowfin, because it has the most health. And it luckily uses swipe, so we're easily able to kill it with our rally rage attack. And Radicross gains a level, which is fortunate. And, well, look at that. No mythic ore. And there's no mythic ore in this room either. Like, what's going on? Why do we have such bad dungeon generation today? And this thing's already doing double damage to us because of the level. It's level 13. It's the same level as us, and we don't even gain a level off that. There's another room over there. I think do I even go back to that room? I think I had a feeling that that was the boss room, but I was wrong, and I immediately get attacked by this dude. And he does a lot of damage to me. So I switch to my Glowfin. And he misses his second attack, so I rally rage. And he misses his other attack, so I swipe and I kill it. So we got really lucky with that battle, and we didn't lose anyone. That was like the scariest thing that happened to me with this recording. Because we could have lost one of our dudes. And that would have been really unfortunate. And there's no mythic ore in this room either. No mythic ore. That was me stopping for a second to like realize that we found one mythic ore in this whole dungeon so far. And I don't even know if there's one in this one. Not that I can see so far. We basically just hit this thing as hard as we can, because we need to kill it fast. And we neutralize it, of course, because this thing can do a lot of damage to us. I do believe we get a level. Yeah, we do. So now everyone should be on par with the same levels. Yeah, there's no mythic ore in this room. There's just a single crystal. Look at me just really looking for mythic ore. We do have a mythic ore in here, which is good, but I have to switch just to gain some levels on other people. Mainly my Mega Glowfin, because he's our most valuable member. And it does heal itself, which is fine because we can still KO it. Look at that, 52 damage. And I think I was wrong about the Megas. I think the Megas don't specialize in damage. I think they specialize in health. Because if you look at the Mega Glowfin's damage at level, what is it? Level 14, right? It does 52 damage with the Rally Rage attack. Oh, there's 2 mythic ores in here. But it does 52 damage with the Rally Rage attack. And it does 52 damage with the normal Glowfin at level 14 with the Rally Rage attack. But the regular Glowfin has less than 90 health at level 14, and the Mega Glowfin has 91 health at level 14. So I think the Megas actually specialize in health, not in damage. So I think I ended up getting that incorrect, so I apologize for that. But health is actually better because it makes them less prone to dying. So I apologize for giving false facts, but because we only get 4 mythic ore, we do have to go into level 4 of the dungeon. And that could be very well dangerous to our pals here. I do immediately swap because we didn't quite gain a level off that guy. And we need to get him back to full health. So I try and Rally Rage attack and kill this thing, and luckily I do. See, he also does 52 damage at level 14. And we get a level on both of our Glowfins, which is great. So they're both level 15 now. And he has 93 health. I wasn't able to see how much health the other guy had in time before I closed the menu. Like I said, I do these recordings first, then I edit them, and then I do the voiceover. Luckily, there was 2 mythic ores in this room. I thought I saw 3. I actually mined a titanium ore there. That's why I thought I mined 3. I guess I thought it was a mythic ore because I don't know. I don't even know my brain process there. I thought it was a mythic ore here. And there's 4 mythic ore in here. So the higher dungeon levels you go, the more mythic ore you get, which is really good. But it's also the more dangerous the deeper you go into the dungeons. Sorry, my mom came in and asked me a question. I had to answer her real quick. But, yeah, as you can see, like, with these battles, the enemies are much higher level than the previous levels. And they're, like, a lot more difficult to kill because they have a lot more health. So, the further you go into the dungeon, it's going to be a lot scarier for fighting. But it is a lot more beneficial in the end because you get a lot of mythic ore, you get a lot of crystals, you can get a lot of titanium. It's really good, but it's also really scary. And there's mythic ore in this room. We end up getting a lot of mythic ore on this run because we went into level 4. So I may go into level 4 from now on, but I will have to constantly start buying potions in order to be able to do this. So I will have to go down $1,000 per dungeon run, which is really unfortunate, but it's well worth it because we will get our money back with the titanium we sell. But I think next episode we're gonna have to do a lot of farming days because we don't really have enough food to be able to go into level 4 dungeon. So that's the unfortunate part. And I have to switch into my glowfin here because this thing can easily kill us. And this thing almost kills us. So I don't risk it and I switch to this dude because I don't really have as much of an attachment to him. So him I wouldn't mind losing, as sad as it is to say. I wouldn't mind losing him. But I do use my last potion just to try and get a little bit of health on people. And I switched my Mega Glowfin up to see if I can gain him a level and get him back to full health. That's the boss. I do not want to take that guy on yet because he will kill my Glowfin. And I need to hit this dude first. I did end up hitting it first so I can switch pretty easily. I switched to Radicross because I can get the poison off. And the poison damage is going to be really nice. But I don't even think I get the poison. I think the poison misses. And then I have to switch. And it misses its attack. So I think I go neutralize. And then I just hit this thing as hard as I can. Mega Glowfin does gain a level. And more mythic ore, which is always nice. I do switch to Mutano here. And there's another mythic ore there. We have 14 mythic ore, which is really, really good. And there's a little rat boy here, so let's get him over with. Get him done and over with. I did neutralize immediately because he does 22 damage without neutralize. And our attack misses, which is really, really bad. So I have to switch. And I just go into Brainer. And then I think I switch immediately because it does 22 damage to us. Our freaking neutralize ran off. So I just go into Glowfin. And then I think I Rally Rage it. Because it's low enough to where I can kill it immediately. Yeah. And our Glowfin does not gain a level. So it can't fully heal before the boss fight. But I think our Mega Glowfin is healed. Yeah, our Mega Glowfin is healed. There is I missed that freaking, oh my god, I missed that mythic ore up there and I didn't even get it. Oh my god, this just keeps getting worse. I do Rally Rage this thing. Do I kill it first hit though? I don't know. Okay, I do 60 damage to it at level 16. Holy. I cannot believe I missed that mythic ore. Well, anyways. So, before I do end this video, I want to try and do something. So, we are going to add a new team member. So, I do want to get, one more red slime. And I want to get our 2 green slimes out. And I want to get our blue slimes out. So, let's get the green slimes out. And then I need to put the green crystals up. And then I need to put like all the seeds up as well. Minus 1 radish seed, or I need to put the radish seeds up when I'm done with them. And I need to keep the mythic ore out. And then put the gold ore and the iron ore up. I do need to put the green crystals up though. So I want to make another blue slime. I only need 1 and I do put the rest away. So what I want to do here is make a super red slime and a super blue slime. Unfortunately, I do not get to use the super blue slime. I do put the rest of the mythic ore away because I want to make our mythic pickaxe. I do use the mythic or super red slime to make a mega Radicross, because this thing with extra health is going to be so good because the poison bonus is going to be really helpful. And the footage just doesn't catch it. I do need to replant a radish seed. So I'm doing that now. And I wanted to use the super blue slime. And I tried to do it. But I can't do it because what the super blue slime does is it turns a plant into a mount. And you need a stable in order to get the mounts. And I completely forgot about that fact. So, as I'm trying to get up the 100 wood and rock we need, I ended up overly getting the wood. I got plenty of wood, but we don't have enough rock around our base to get what we need. We get 94 by the end of it, and we get like, we don't get enough anyways. I go around the town to see if I can find some, and I don't find enough, and it's so unfortunate. But this is about the end of the video, so we'll try and get that mount next time. If you do enjoy my videos, subscribing always helps me know that you like them, so I can continue to make the videos. Liking always helps as well. But I'll see you guys all in the next one. Hope you all have a beautiful day or night, whatever time it is for you. If you have anything you want to say, like suggestions, anything, or if you just want to comment away, go ahead. I'll see you guys all in the next one. Yeah, that's pretty much it, and we'll work on getting all those crafting materials next time. So, bye-bye!